Hi, my name is Thierry Gibraltar, and today we're going to discuss about 4 reasons why you should upgrade to the 70 to 300mm that Fujifilm just announced. So Fujifilm just announced about a week ago the new XF 70 to 300mm RLMOIS WR. So meaning weather resistant, linear motor, aperture ring, and what is the last one? And optical image stabilization. I got that one. I personally own the 55 to 200mm lens, and I have to say I really like that lens. There's nothing wrong with it, but there are some points that could be improved. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why I'm going to upgrade from the 55 to 200 to the 70 to 300mm, and why you should also consider doing the same. Reason number 1, weather resistance. When it comes to this type of lens, they are usually used for wildlife photography and also for landscape photography. And when you go somewhere to take photograph of landscape or animals, except if you're a god or something, you don't really control the weather. I also had, the chance to go to the Fox Village in Miyagi, Japan. And by the way, if you haven't watched the video, it's gonna be here, right? You can check that video. And I was actually using this lens that is not weather resistant under the snow. And well, of course I was a bit worried about it, right? But if I had the same type of lens with weather resistance, I would be much less concerned about using it. So that's the first reason why I think I will and you should upgrade. Reason number 2, focal length. When I use this lens, I basically never use the 55 range of the lens, right? And when I look at my pictures in Lightroom and filter by focal length, I was around 80mm to the end, 200mm. And there were also some occasions where I would have liked to zoom more. We're using the lens, but I couldn't. I was limited by this focal length, 200mm. So having a lens that can go by itself up to 300mm is something that I'm really interested in. Reason number 3, teleconverters. Fujifilm just announced that with the 70 to 300mm, you will be able to use the teleconverter 1.4 and 2.0, meaning that you will be able to reach up to 600mm with this lens. Now, contrary to the 55 to 200 where you're not able to use those converters, this is a really game changer, because with a smaller investment, you will be able to reach further distance. Instead of the 100 to 400 or other quite expensive existing lenses in the Fuji lineup. And reason number 4, form factor. So the 70 to 300mm lens will be exactly the same as the 55 to 200. Same weight, same size, and better performance, I would say. Well, I still have to I will still have to test the quality of images that will come to the from the 70 to 300mm lens, but definitely it's something that I'm interested in because it will not add any weight to my backpack, right? I will be able to use basically the same backpack with the same weight on my back, but I will have the extra features that I mentioned before, meaning weather resistance, extra focal length, maybe some extra teleconverters. So that's something that's really interesting to me. So overall, for a difference of price of only about $100, so ichimaen, you will get basically a lens with the same form factor with all the advantages that I mentioned right before, right? So as I said, I still have to test it because I know that this lens for me is quite sharp. I never had any sharpness problem with it, so I want to make sure that I will not have any problem with the 70 to 300mm lens, but I am really considering upgrading to it. So let me know in the comment if you own the 55 to 200 and if you're also considering to upgrade to the 70 to 300mm. And by the way, how do you use the 55-200? I'm quite curious for that. I use it mostly for landscape and wildlife, but maybe there are some other uses that I can learn about also. So yeah, just leave a comment down there. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in checking out the specs of the lens, you can check the link in the description. So that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this short discussion about the 70-300mm lens that Fujifilm just announced. So I hope that I will see you for the next video. If you enjoyed this video, consider to leave a like and to subscribe to my channel for more content. And yeah, I'll just see you in the next video. Bye.